Gives me so much memories because this was where I shot my first YouTube video, and actually it's now renovated, so it looks a whole different. I actually sat over here to shoot my first YouTube video. Kids are visual beings, and the kids' first role model is their parents, mentors. So they tend to grow with this idea that, oh, my daddy used to do this, my mommy used to do this. And it takes the grace of God for most kids who grow up in unfavorable environments to change. It takes the grace of God. It takes therapy. Sadly, here in my country, which is Nigeria, we do not take therapy seriously. We feel like it's a waste of money. Home training could be defined as different things to different people, but in the context of parenting, home training are patterns of social behaviors and manners or social etiquettes that are taught at home. There are also patterns of behaviors and manners that are instilled in a child and would affect his or her life irrespective of where they find themselves. We also have a biblical definition of home training. The Bible says in Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6, it says, "Train up a child in a way he should grow, so when he or she is old, he will not depart from it." So that's trying to show us how important our home training is in our lives and the kind of role it actually plays in our development as humans, our communication skills, how we literally interact with people. Sometimes it's portrayed by our home training. One importance of home training I can tell is it makes you very confident. If you see a child that grew up in a house where he or she was taught how to love, how to communicate, how to interact, it brings good communication, it brings love. Like, there's so many importance of home training, I can't even list them out. Home training can be taught in different ways. One I'm going to mention is hygiene. Oh my god, I cannot overemphasize how hygiene is like one of the first things our parents teaches us. When I was small, I remember some hygiene tips my mom would always tell me and my brother said, do not put your hands in your eyes after playing, always wash your hands. The biggest one is always flush the toilet after you use it. Come on. My mom was a big fan of always flush the toilet. Me, I listened to her, but one of my brothers had issues with that. So sometimes when he's like in the toilet, she would just go and stand somewhere and be watching him. Like, then when he's done and probably he forgot to like flush, when he sees her, he just like runs back to go and flush it. So that's an example of home training, like teaching your kids hygiene tips, because you be coming out here and you see a whole lot of dirty people. People be dirty. I'm not even joking. But when you learn that hygiene is very important from your home, from your background, it becomes much easier for you as a person and for us too, people that know you. And another one is respect. Let's all agree that respect in the 21st century is something that is very rare to find. Teaching your kids respect is very important. Kids are visual beings. You cannot just tell a kid, you need to respect your elders, you need to respect your elders. Kids actually watch what you do. The way you treat people is going to tell how your kid is going to respect people. You cannot be telling your people you don't talk to people that way. You have to talk to respect your elders, and you as a parent, you're treating your workers in a very rude way, you're treating your employees in a very rude way. Your kids are going to follow suit with what you're doing, because if my mommy can talk to this person like this, if my daddy can talk to this person like this, and obviously kids, their role models are obviously their moms and their dads. So they're gonna be like, if my mommy can do this, my daddy can do this, why can't I? So you'll just be wasting your time telling your kid respect auntie this, respect auntie Romoke or this one, and you as a parent, you're being rude to those people. Then it's not helping. So as a parent, you need to show your kids how to respect people. Parents get it wrong with respect. They would rather their kid fear them than respect them. No, it's very wrong. I was having a conversation with someone that time, and he told me that he wants his kids to be scared of him, and I'm like, that's very wrong. Why would you want your kids to be scared of you? I'm not a big fan of fear. When your kids are scared of you, that's even worse. It makes everything worse, because they tend to hide things from you. They will be living a double life. When daddy's here, I will listen to gospel music. When mommy's here, I will listen to gospel music, because they are scared of you. But when daddy and mommy is not here, they are listening to Charlie Poppy. They are vibing. So would you want to have your kids do that when they could actually be free with you? They could respect you and communicate with you. So which one would you prefer? Besties, which one? In our social etiquette, this could consist of how to sit, how to talk, how to communicate with people, how you do like table manners is under this part. I remember when I was much younger, my mom would always tell me, close your legs, like, because I lived with boys. I grew up with brothers, so sometimes my brother's leg will be up here and I'll also want to do it. So teaching your kids how to communication, and let me give another example, is if you grow up in a house where your parents are always shouting, you will tend to shout sometimes. For example, me, I grew up in a house where my dad likes to shout, my father loves to shout. Hey, it's just his thing. It's not like he shouts on do this, but it's just his thing. He likes to shout. Even when he's on a phone call, he's shouting. So most times as I grew older, I noticed that sometimes I'll be talking to somebody and I'll be shouting. It's not, I won't even know I'm shouting. I'll just be shouting. Why? Because I've seen my dad shout a couple of times and I'm like, hey, sometimes it's cool, but it takes what I'm trying to say is, it takes the grace that most kids are like a reflection of their home training, and it takes therapy, it takes God, it takes a personal decision to change. So the effect of bad home training is way much. It affects our society negatively. You see, most kids that are not properly trained, in most scenarios, they do not have manners. They speak to people rudely. They don't know how to communicate. I don't even know how to overemphasize this, but when you see a child that hasn't been trained well, you would know. It just shows, like there's a stamp on their head, like it just shows. So lack of home training has a whole lot of effects in the society. So I would love to do a part 2 for this video, because I don't know, I just sat down and I decided to talk. So guys, thank you guys for your time. Thank you for listening to this point. I really appreciate it. Do not forget to subscribe, to click the like button. And the last time I checked, nobody ever died from clicking the subscribe button. Don't mind me. Please subscribe, like, comment, share. And I know you like my hair, because I like it too.